Hey everybody, welcome back to your new favorite podcast. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Hashtag winging it, brought to you by me, Tori Cook Calloway. So usually I have no idea what I'm talking about, but today I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to be talking about my Hinge dating experience with none other than my hot boyfriend who I actually met on Hinge. You know, I think it's going to be some really good content. So, we're going to get started here in just a second.
No, we're really live. Right now.
Okay. What are you doing?
Opening it.
Why?
Why not?
Sitting next to me, cozied up on the couch, is my hot boyfriend, Demarie.
How you doing? How you doing, guys? Happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here. So I think that we can just jump right in.
Let's do it.
Let's just do it. Cheers. Make it happen. So I guess the first question is, why did you sign up for Hinge?
Just like on the spot. In the past, I've tried online dating, and I didn't find success.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not the success I wanted, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people going there for hookups and stuff, but I wasn't that kind of guy, you know. So when I heard about Hinge, I heard about it from some friends, and they liked it. They talked good things about it. So I said, you know what, let me try it out. And I tried it out for a few weeks, and I met a bunch of people, and I had to weed out the bad to find the diamond in the rough.
That's so sweet. So I guess this is the part where I say why I signed up for Hinge.
Yeah, why did you?
Yeah, make sure you ask me why I signed up for Hinge.
That's my first podcast. I've never done this before.
First podcast, first couch confession, first like on camera everything.
Yeah, it's about to get real.
So why did I sign up for Hinge? I signed up for Hinge because I just wanted to try something new. My girlfriend already was on it and she said it was really good. I had been on Bumble, I had been on Tinder, I had been on the apps.
Ooh.
In fact, in college, my research papers were all about online dating. So I had kind of dabbled in it for a while.
Okay.
Before it was an app form, I was doing chat room dating.
So you're like a serial online dater or
No,
what?
I'm not a serial online dater. I just dabbled in it here and there.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so, but Hinge I thought was a great experience because it did feel more like a blog. It felt more authentic. People were forced to put pictures and captions, and I feel like it told more of a story about a person. You could get to know them more versus on the other ones it was very picture focused.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So what was your experience like, you know, the first few weeks that you were on it before you met your diamond in the rough?
My first few weeks were interesting. You know, just meeting people, talking to women, and really just trying to find some type of relationship, but be real transparent within myself. And I found that a lot of women on there, a lot of them I felt some of them were immature, not my speed. Some of them were not necessarily being transparent. One even played a little joke on me where she was, being real in the gray area where she's like, I'm like, yeah, I gotta make sure you're not a catfish. She's like, well, I'm not a catfish. I could be a guy. And I was like, yeah, I can't deal with that. So I had to block her.
That's gonna be a hard pass. No catfish. While you mention that really quickly, sorry to interrupt you, but how are people still getting catfished in 2020? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the show. Like, it's definitely entertaining, and shout out to the new addition on the show, Cammie. You know, that's my, like, doppelganger, just in case she decides to watch this. I feel like she's my doppelganger. There's a resemblance. whatever. But I don't understand how people are still getting catfished in 2020. Like that.
Well, this was not 2020. This was like, what was this?
It was 2019.
Yeah. So we need to give them some backstory. You know, make people know that we're not. Make sure people know that we're not like 2 months in.
Yeah, actually, we should have started with that. We have been together for officially almost a year. June 30th will be a year, but we've been dating for close to a year and a half. We met on Hinge January 2019. And then things just flourished from there.
Yeah, so what about your stories?
Yeah.
Your Hinge stories.
Yeah, my experiences.
I don't even know if I really want to hear this, but
Too bad.
I'll play my role.
Yeah, play your role there. To be honest, the Hinge experiences weren't too bad. I think I had one weirdo guy who like freaked out on me. I remember him like calling me and just being kind of like gross and pervy, and I had to like block his number.
Sounds kind of raunchy.
Yeah, I was like,
what pervy?
You know, just pervy. I think pervy's pretty.
We want context. This is entertainment here.
Honestly, I don't recall all of the perviness that this man brought to my life, but I just do remember that I was offended and I ended up having to block his number and block him on the app, and yeah, it was just a bizarre moment. But other than that, I think you may have been the only person I went out on a physical date with on Hinge. On Hinge. Don't get it twisted. I was getting dates on other ones, but It was a short period of time. I can't remember if I met any other person. Oh, I met one other person in person. One other male in person for a little datey date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, you know, it was fine. It was a, you know, good experience. I found you so cute. Okay. So how would we talk about your worst Hinge moment? Or did we already cover that with your potential male catfisher or what?
My worst Hinge moment. Yeah, I would say that is my worst Hinge moment. That would be
your worst Hinge moment.
My worst Hinge moment. I'm sorry.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Your worst Hinge moment? Okay, yeah. And the pervy guy for me was my worst Hinge moment. So maybe that's a question that's like irrelevant. And FYI, if you guys are looking at us, and which you are because you're watching this, I have these questions that I thought about, drafted on our phone, and since we don't have a production crew to help us out, this is a homemade production, although very, 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 very well done, because we have all 9,000 lights shining on us and we are dripping in sweat, but it's gonna be worth it.
Dripping. I ain't dripping.
I'm dripping on my neck, okay? You can't see it behind this hair, but it's dripping.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like just keep it real and just look at my phone. So I guess the next question is, just kidding, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you gotta look professional.
My producer director does not like that. How long were you on the app before you met me?
Well,
speak up.
I just found out when I got a new phone, so the phone told me that I downloaded the app. It was January 14th or January 10th or something like that. And I want to say I met you. When I meet you?
I think it was like, wow, okay. It was like 13 days later. You know, not that anybody's counting, but I think we were connected on the 23rd of January. Yeah. I think. Maybe it was the 21st.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter the exact date, but it was late January.
She swiped right first, everybody.
Hey, that was going to be one of the next questions. Is who made the first move? I did, you know, because I didn't want my time wasted, you know, and if I want something, I'm going to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
For the most part. Sometimes I want things just like handed over to me. But
well, yeah, I definitely I think I found that pretty attractive. Like, okay, who's this girl? And checked out your page, and I definitely liked what I seen. She's cute. She seemed very energetic. She seems you seem very friendly. You know, someone I could talk to. So I definitely liked you back and got the communication going.
Aw, so cute. Yeah. Well, when I saw your profile, your first picture, your leading picture, you kind of look like a gangbanger, mean. You know, you're kind of. It was not really like the most. It wasn't the most like approachable face, but then I did a little more scrolling, and I saw that you took time to answer the questions, and you said something like, "You should message me if you can give me a good book to read." But not me. I'm not going to give you a good book to read because I don't really like to read books that much. But there was one photo where you were smiling with sunglasses.
Okay.
And there was a video at the end where you were like, it was like a selfie video, and you just were sitting there and you looked up.
Yeah.
It was a very simple video, but I could see that you look nicer. You look nicer than the first picture.
Well, yeah, I feel like I had a real analytical approach to my profile.
Analytical. Oh Lord.
You know, I put me. You know, I put the real me. One of the pictures on there, I literally dropped my phone in the middle of the street, but I just got a haircut, and I took a picture of myself. But I was angry that I dropped my phone and it like got destroyed, and but I like my haircut. And the video of me, I was waiting for a lift in Vegas, and I just took a quick little video of me waiting for a lift in Vegas. I thought, you know, just I like capturing moments. So yeah, just capture all those moments, and the whole book thing was really just to, you know, to weed out the people that don't read.
Yeah. Well, okay, I don't read. I just don't read for pleasure, so I didn't have a book to recommend. But the question that I did respond to, or the comment, or the blurb, whatever you want to call it, was, I bet you can't tell a cornier joke than me. I bet you don't know a cornier joke than me. And I just straight up responded with, no, I don't, because I don't do corny jokes. I'm too cool for corny jokes.
Yeah.
And then I think I asked you to tell me a corny joke, and you froze. You didn't give me a corny joke, I don't think.
You know what? I don't think I did. You know, and honestly,
liar.
I have a whole bunch of corny jokes, but I don't know. It was just something about you. I didn't want to say something stupid. You seem pretty. You seem pretty like, you know. Don't mess up with this girl. You gotta keep it. You know, straight and narrow.
That's right. Don't mess up with me or else.
So, yeah, I think we just conversed, and later I got your number, and then we started talking on the phone. Yeah,
but before that, I think we both did our fair share of looking at each other's profiles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
So you kind of touched on it a little bit. The picture said I was energetic and basically pretty, and basically like, you know, the best person that you ever met on Hinge, and your future wife, and all those things. That's what all those pictures said. But from your memory, is there a favorite picture that you can think of?
One?
Not yet. I'm not quite done. Thanks, sweetheart. Such a gentleman.
Yeah.
And was there a favorite picture on my profile?
Favorite picture. I liked your Oscar picture. That was cute. I was like, oh, okay.
You mean the
Oscar Emmy? I don't know. You ESPN, SB.
Can't keep up. Too many red carpet events.
Oh, okay. She
it was the ESPYs. I was not at the Oscars.
Okay, I'm like,
just to set the record straight.
She kind of popping. And then I did like the picture of you in the pool with a little floaty. You know? That to me was like, okay, she knows how to have a good time. You know. And then one thing I did like definitely that you weren't like raunchy with it, ratchet. You know.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You know.
I'm a savage.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Classy, bougie, ratchet, or was I?
You know, the funny thing about that, you saying that, I feel like you put that in your last podcast, so can you just stop with that song?
Okay, fine.
Old,
I need to find another song to talk about.
All right.
It's still, it's popping. But yeah.
That one was good.
Okay.
I like the one where you were sitting on that ledge.
Okay, so babe, you just listed basically all of my profile pictures.
Hey, you know, I liked all your pictures. Yeah, those are cute.
You did like all my pictures. Okay, so did you tell any of your friends?
What about my pictures?
Oh, sorry. Back to your pictures. We already talked about that. You look
like. What was your favorite picture?
I think I liked the one where you were smiling with your sunglasses on. I believe it was a black and white photo.
No, it was not. It was
okay, excuse me. It was a color photo.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're smiling. You had your sunglasses on. You just looked...
Yeah, I was sitting next to my brother, and you know what? I just got a fresh haircut, probably that day or the day before. So and obviously right now we've been in quarantine, so my hair's looking real rough.
He got his grizzly look. He got his long curls.
Yeah, it's crazy. That was a good day. I think I was hanging out with my older brother, and we were just chilling. So
that's
good spirits.
That's what's up. So back to the question I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is, did you tell any of your friends that you were on this dating app and that you met this fabulous girl?
You know what? Because all of my friends pretty much were on it. We kind of had like a pact.
Okay.
We kind of had a pact where it was like, okay, if you like this girl or whatever, let everyone know in my little group chat. So I want to say, you know what? I think of all the girls that we matched up with, my friends, I didn't tell them about you, and I should have, because it came back to bite me in the butt later. But
that's another episode.
But I probably mentioned you. I'm sure I mentioned you that you're this great woman, and talking to this new girl. She's cool. And I definitely talked about going on that first date with you with one of my good friends. He actually told me about the wine place. So you knew about it.
Hold up. We are not to the first date yet. We need to pump our brakes. I'm still getting to pull back the layers on this dating experience. So I told everyone that I met you. I was showing pictures, taking screenshots of your profile, talking to my coworkers.
Wow.
Yeah, just letting them know what was up. We had some good, strong conversation, and I felt it was worth sharing. So I definitely told my friends about you.
Okay. What about your other internet buddies?
What
that
other
you went
internet?
on dates with? Told them about them too?
What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I don't know. You said, I went on all these dates with all these guys.
I didn't say that.
We got footage. So
I went on a few dates. Yes, actually, back when I was on the previous dating apps. Yeah, I'm a very vocal, open, sharing person, so I'm sure I told them.
We can move forward then. I want to know.
Okay, so moving on.
I'm just trying to make sure if I'm special or not.
Well, you're definitely special. You're sitting on our couch in our home.
Okay.
But we're not there yet, you know what I'm saying? We gotta build up to this. But, okay, so tell me, and I'll tell you, do you think that it was easier opening up to me on the app because we weren't face-to-face? Like, was it easier for you to have conversation with me because we were not face-to-face?
I feel like my transparency with you was pretty good. Opening up with you was pretty good. I don't think we talked too much on the app. I remember you telling me, I don't like talking on the phone.
True.
And I was like, okay, well, you're going to talk on the phone with me. So I got your number, and I called you, and we talked on the phone. And to my memory, we talked on the phone for a good amount of time. Am I correct?
Yeah, we talked on the phone for probably like 20, 30 minutes.
But it led up to more 20 and 30, an hour, and 2 hours.
Yeah. One day at a time.
Like it was a high school or something.
But that wasn't even for a few days. We had not.
All I'm trying to say is we talked and we communicated well. So as far as me, I felt that I could talk to you, and I felt that we could communicate really well. I felt that you, me and you were really compatible.
Okay. So. Oh my god, my leg is asleep and it's tingling so bad.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
they can't see that part.
I know. You can't see a dead leg, but you can feel it. I'm sure you've all felt it. For me, opening up to you is definitely easier on an app. I feel like I'm an open person in general, but when you find that connection with someone and you feel comfortable, that comfort that you can like just be yourself and talk with them without judgment, then it just makes it easier to have conversations. So I feel like I had that with you.
Okay.
So the next question I have jotted down here is, let's talk about the first date. First date. So you took initiative, and as a gentleman would and does, you took initiative and you planned the first date. How much thought did you give to that first date? Did you consult with anybody? What were your thoughts?
Okay.
How did you decide what you were going to wear? How long did it take you to pick out your outfit?
I mean, I got a lot of backstory with that first date.
Oh.
But so the condensed version, I definitely I have a fond memory when it comes to the color yellow. So I went and got a brand new outfit.
That was a brand new shirt?
Yeah, I think it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh.
Brand new yellow, my little Ralph Lauren polo shirt. It's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure I think I got some new shoes too. First impressions of everything. And yeah, so I got a new outfit. I wanted to wanted to go out, do something different, do something nice. I never went to a wine bar before in my life. One of my good friends, he knows the area that you live in well. So I'm like, hey, do you know any good places to go over here? And he's like, yeah, here's a good place. It's called Bodega, the wine place. And I told you about it, and you knew about it. So
of course I knew about it.
Yeah,
I love a good wine bar.
Yeah, so when I said,
yeah, let's give me some more wine.
Let's get some more wine.
Oh God, I can't reach it. Thank you, sweetheart. Such a gentleman. Oh, wow. I would say this is for the cameras, but he is a true gentleman.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
So back to the feature presentation. So I found out a good place, the Bodega restaurant, and what was your other question? You said.
Just general first date. How long did it take you to plan it? What were your
thoughts?
thoughts?
So my thoughts really were, we have a good place to go. Again, for the first time in my life ever, I'm like, yo, we should do something different. We should do something else after the date.
Wow.
And I kind of took a risk by doing that because I felt like I was putting myself out there more. Like I'm not about to go take anybody out on 3 first dates than the first date. But
FYI, it happened for me. 3 first dates on the first date. We had the wine bar. He also planned.
Yeah, and then we went to Dave & Buster's.
We went to Dave & Buster's.
Got some drinks and I got a snack.
He was starving, so he got some nachos. It wasn't a snack. It was a full plate of nachos.
Whatever.
After we had little baby tacos and wine at the first spot.
Yeah, and then after that, we were on the way out, and the mall has a Dave & Buster's and had a bowling alley, and I'm like, F it. Let's go bowling. Want to go bowling? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, cool. And I go up in there, and normally, I want to take it easy on the girl. She demolished me, and I'm just looking at her like, dang, she really knows how to bowl. Like, she has to have trophies at home. To this day, I think she got trophies at her, at her parents' house somewhere in a box. But she went nuts, and I think we played 2 games, 3 games.
3 games, because you felt compelled to try to beat me after I beat him in the first 2 games.
Okay, yeah, she beat me 2 out of 3. But it's all good. I'm going to get her on the next one.
So let's rewind before we jump to the end of the date.
Yeah.
And how the bowling happened and all of that.
How did you, in all seriousness, I don't think I ever talked about this. How did you feel, what were your thoughts going on these multiple first dates?
Yeah, so I want to share from my perspective how I felt about the whole situation. So he asked me if I wanted to go to a wine bar, and I thought, wow, that's really thoughtful. Like, he listened to the fact that I enjoy drinking wine, and he found something that was close to where I lived, so I was more in my comfort zone. And then the morning of, he surprised me with, I thought we could also do the Dave & Buster's, so I thought that was really a fun touch. So it's kind of a mix of drink and activity. So I liked that, of course. But then as the day went on that day, I know I checked in with you to make sure we were still on because people be flaking. And we were. Is my hair frizzing out?
Don't worry about it.
Is it frizzing out?
No.
Okay, whatever. But anyways, that morning, he asked me if I wanted him to pick me up to take me to the wine bar, which was very gentlemanly. But I was like, no, thank you. You could be a weirdo from the internet, is our new saying.
Yeah, for the record, I didn't want to pick her up. I was just throwing it out there. I'm looking at the phone.
Yeah.
That's recording the podcast on. But I didn't want to take her. I didn't want to pick her up. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick you up, take you all over the place, and drop you off.
Yeah, I don't want you to pick me up either because, quite frankly,
First
I
date,
want to be
you can
in
be crazy.
control.
She
I want to
can
be
be
in
crazy.
control. I want to be in control. So, anywho, he asked to pick me up. I said thanks, but no thanks. And I'll see you there. So I saw him there. And yeah, we should talk about that first initial interaction when you saw me and I saw you. What were you thinking?
I don't know the area at all because I've never been over there outside of a traffic ticket, you know.
Naughty.
So, I remember driving around the mall and couldn't find parking. I'm like, man, I don't want to make a bad first impression.
Being late.
And, I felt like, you know what, she knows I'm not from around here, so hopefully she'll give me some slack. So I finally got up to the level we were on. And then
he had to call me. He had to call me to figure out the whole situation. So he calls me, and then he gets up to the level that we were
yes,
on.
Go ahead. I get to level we're on, and I'm looking for her, and then I see her. I'm like, wow, she's beautiful. And I'm walking up to her, and I'm just like, man, okay, well, let's get this started, So we sat down, looked at the drink menu, and I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, this, that, and third. And I'm just like, yeah, what do you want? And then she picks the wines. I'm like, okay. I think we got like a wine flight, something like that.
No. We got a taco flight.
Oh,
it was a flight of tacos, and then I think I just got a Sauvignon Blanc wine. But we need to rewind a little bit. You're jumping too far ahead. I want to talk about that first initial reaction.
Yeah.
When you came up, you were on the phone with me because you were lost. And you saw me, I saw you.
You were smiling. You had the just most beautiful smile. You still do.
Aww,
and
thank you.
And I'm just like, wow, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous, and she's not catfishing me.
Nope.
That was most important.
Not a catfish, except for some days during quarantine. Like I don't usually look this good.
I looked at her and I'm like, damn, she's kind of tall. She really is. She's tall. She's very tall, 5'8", And not that she's taller than me, she's tall. And yeah, so I was kind of nervous, just like, okay, make sure I make a good impression, and let's just have a fun night. Don't overthink it.
I remember him coming up, or you coming up, whatever person I'm supposed to be speaking, and you had that yellow shirt on. And I thought it was a bold choice. I didn't think it was a bad choice, I just thought it was a bold choice. And then I just remember you walking to me and thinking that you looked who you were, and you looked cute, and you dressed up, and enjoying the conversation at the bar, and just feeling you out.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that the point in the date for me where things got definitely more comfortable and where I was, starting to really enjoy being with you was probably at the basketball hoops at Dave & Buster's or at the bowling alley. I wasn't not enjoying it before, but I feel like you and I started to really connect. And I just remember, like, during the bowling alley, you were asking me, or I think we both asked each other, what was your favorite what's been your favorite part of the night so far? And I thought that was important to acknowledge and something, a good talking point for the both of us.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think I was there to waste my time, waste your time. And I definitely want to provide a good time. So it was just, let me make sure she's having a good time and make sure I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody wants their time wasted anymore. And ever. I don't think anymore. But thinking back to that night, do you have a favorite moment from that night?
I would say walking up to you and seeing you smile in real life that first time was one of my favorite moments. You whooped my ass in bowling, believe it or not. I'm not a sore loser, but when I lose, it's just like, okay, let me get your ass back. But I think that was a good moment.
For the record, he still has not got my ass back in bowling.
I beat you in the last game.
In the last game of our first date?
Yeah.
Okay, that was like over a year ago, and you beat me one game.
Okay.
Right. I beat you 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna get you back. You didn't get no wins in basketball.
Whatever.
And we played basketball multiple times. You ain't never won. You will never win.
Okay.
Anyways,
So your favorite part was walking up to me and seeing me in real life.
Yeah, and just sitting down talking to you at the wine bar. I enjoyed that. Just looking at you and just just kind of casing you out, peeping you. The whole night was dope.
Okay, so my favorite part of the night, my turn to share. I think you should just hold that because you're kind of moving a lot.
Who cares?
I care.
Oh my gosh.
That's him picking up the wine glass and setting it back down on the coffee table and picking it up and setting it back down on the coffee table.
Okay,
just for people who can't see. Okay. So now we're cozy back on the couch. Anyways, my favorite part of the night was there's 2 parts. Like I said, I definitely got more comfortable with you as the activities were going on. And in the bowling part of it, I did really enjoy that. I think it was you that asked what was my favorite part of the night. I thought it was like nice and genuine that you asked that and you wanted to check in. But at the no, it was before when we started bowling. No, it was at the end of bowling. It was at the end of bowling.
Get it together.
Okay, sorry. At the end of bowling, he got a Sharpie marker and he wrote on the bowling socks that he purchased for me because I was wearing open-toed shoes. He bought me some socks and he wrote on there the date and our stats, or what is it called?
Yeah, you won 2.
Like I won 2-1.
Yeah.
And I still have those socks.
That was really hard for me to do. Like, I hated that. Like, I lost. I hate losing.
Well, get over it. But it was a cute gesture, and I just remember taking those socks home. And one of the things that I wrote on my profile was that if I'm into you, you will know it because I will text you when I got home. And I feel like I definitely did that. I think I definitely texted you to let you know I made it home safely. But before we jump into getting home safely, I think we should jump into the juicy of it all. Ugh, extra juicy. And I'm sure that people want to know, was there a kiss at the end of our night? After our first date, was there a kiss or was there not a kiss?
There was no kiss.
There was no kiss, ladies and gentlemen. There was no kiss.
You know what?
What?
I didn't expect a kiss. I didn't even want a kiss. I don't want some obligatory kiss.
Wow, I was gonna ask, did you want a kiss? But apparently you didn't want a kiss.
No. I don't want a obligatory kiss. I don't want a kiss that's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even to be perfectly honest with you, our first kiss, it wasn't even all that.
Yeah, the first kiss, I was like kind of just like shy, and probably annoyed for some reason.
All right, because I kept you up all night. I'm talking. So that first, we definitely didn't have a first kiss on our first date.
We did
so,
not.
if you go on a date with somebody and you don't have a first kiss, on the first date, don't get your hopes up. Don't think, oh, this person's not into me or whatever. Did I think that? No. I know she was feeling me.
Is that what you
know
think?
What I'm saying? I know that.
You think I was feeling you?
Yes, for 100%.
Okay, whatever.
I can see it in your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Straight up.
Okay.
So it was just, I felt like you kind of had a little wall up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You weren't 100% comfortable. Nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, I'm still a stranger, you know.
Stranger danger.
So, and you were a stranger too. So it's just like, I'm not going to put my lips on you.
Yeah, I can't do that too soon. Quite frankly, I'm glad that we didn't have a first kiss because, you know, it just...
No.
What?
A first kiss on that date.
Oh, sorry. A first kiss on our...
Straight.
Sorry. A first kiss on our first date. You know, he walked me back to my car like a gentleman. But I just didn't want that. I just didn't want it. There's a, you know,
I felt that vibe.
Yeah, I just wanted to go home. It was fun. I'm ready to go home. So, anyways, thinking of that drive home, what were your thoughts? You had a longer drive than I did. My drive was like 2 miles.
I was in good spirits. I'm like, okay, I definitely think she likes me. I definitely think we'll have another date. I definitely think I'll see her again.
See me again.
Yeah. I don't think I know I was in good spirits, you know. So it was just okay, you know. I just had a great time with her, and I'll see her again. I'll get that first kiss one way or the other.
Yeah. I remember driving home and thinking that this date went a lot longer than I expected. I think we met on a Sunday.
Was it a Sunday?
I feel like it was a Sunday night, and I remember because I had to go to work the next morning, and we were out until at least 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, which was late for me. But I just remember saying that I had a good time, and it was worth my time, and I was eager for what would happen next.
And what will happen next is freaking crazy.
Yeah, there's this story is going to build up. You'll definitely want to tune in for what happens next. Before we get to that, I think we should wrap this up. And I don't know, how do you want to wrap it up?
With a kiss.
Aww, with a kiss. Make sure people can hear. So sweet. Well, our first date was great. Our Hinge experience was great because it led us to each other. And yeah, everything was just aligned.
Deleting that damn app off my phone.
What do you mean deleting it off your phone?
I'm just saying, it led to that.
Oh yeah, it led to us meeting and deleting. Oh, look what I did there, a little rhyme. Anywho, okay, well, that's going to conclude this episode of this podcast. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Hashtag winging it, except today I did know what I was talking about. We hope you enjoyed. We'll be back for more
Thanks
content.
for having me.
Yeah, more content to share. You know, I'm going to have you for a long time, so I have a feeling you'll be back on here.
All right.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for
Bye, guys.
listening.